Of the 72 players who went through Cheetah qualifying at the World Series of Bowling here at Thunderbolt Lanes, only 8 remain. And of those 8, only half are PBA Tour title winners. 3 of the remaining 4 have earned exemptions on the PBA Tour through the Tour Trials. And then there is the number 1 seed, Ryan Simonelli, the 23-year-old non-exempt player from New York. As young as Simonelli is, there have been younger players than he to win on the PBA Tour. Norm Duke was just 18 when he won his first championship, the youngest ever. And today, some 27 years later, he's trying for number 33. Looking on as she did when he captured title number 1 is Norm's mom, Martha. She and her sister, Carolyn, have been here all week.
They are great supporters, and the joy that I get to spend time with my family, especially in this part of our lives, when I'm still competitive and they're still able. You know, it touches me.
So after facing one of the greatest the sport has ever known in Walter Ray Williams Jr., Norm would go up against the man many describe as the best bowler in the world today, Chris Barnes.
Never seems to get any easier, but you know what? I'm into it. I'm into it.
But actually, Norm did make it look easy, sweeping Barnes in 4, with the closest match being Game 4, a margin of 31 pins. Being swept isn't something Barnes experiences too often, and he wasn't happy about it.
Yeah, I mean, your pride takes a beating. At the end, a loss is a loss. But the more frustrating part is just 4 games worth of futility.
To get out of there 4-0 against Chris, that is so sweet, because if had the momentum turned just a little, he's liable to go 4-0 against me. So I'm just glad it's over.
But Chris Barnes would not be the only player swept here in the round of 8. 4-time PBA title winner Mike Wolf was sent packing by Derek Sapp, who came out firing with a 279 and never let up. After knocking off Mika Koivuniemi in the round of 16, Stuart Williams would face Stevie Weber here in the quarterfinals. Weber would throw a 289 in Game 1. Then Williams answered with a 279 in Game 2. The pair would continue to trade games, making it all even at the start of Game 5. Then things started to go badly for Williams, who split here in the first frame. And followed that up with this small disaster in the 5th. Williams ceased to be a factor in the match, and Weber would go on to win 4-2. So in the semifinals, it would be Weber versus Duke, and Sapp against the winner of the Battle of the Ages, 23-year-old Ryan Simonelli, versus the 51-year-old legend, Brian Voss.
You know, he's intimidating. I grew up watching him bowl, and he's got that cocky, I'm too good attitude on TV, and it's an edge.
I've seen Ryan play. I mean, he's got a handful of revs, and he can strike with the best of them. But, you know, I'm striking too.
And striking is what they both continued to do, with Voss savoring nearly every one.
He definitely got me going a little bit, a few times there, with his excitement that he had. And I had to make sure I had made good shots right after that.
The two continued to go back and forth, with Voss taking games 1 and 3 and Simonelli 2 and 4. That 4th game is where Voss really began to appreciate Simonelli's talent.
He just kept striking. You hope your opponent gives you an opening somewhere, and more often than not, you get at least a little sniff, and he just kept striking.
And Voss finally got that sniff in Game 5, when Simonelli left an open frame in the 7th. But the Hall of Famer left pins in both the 9th and the 10th, and the game went to Simonelli, 231 to 227. Down 3 games to 2, Voss started Game 6 on the wrong foot and failed to convert the spare. Though Voss would follow up with a double, Simonelli wasted no time in capitalizing on that error, throwing a 4-bagger and jumping out to a 36-pin lead.
Well, you're constantly reminding yourself, come on, you don't give up. It's never too late. It's never too late. You know, we've seen it so many times in bowling. All it takes is one error by an opponent and the whole match can swing. And, you know, he just never made those errors. You know, he's really a really good player, and when players do that, when they don't make mistakes, and you're always trying to come from behind. You can't win. Can't win.
It is the end of the road for Voss, but the first step of his second chance. If nothing else, he proved that the golden parachute exemption went to the right guy.
I've bowled more than 600 tournaments in my life, and I've lost 576 of them, so losing is part of the deal. There'll be another day, I guarantee that. There'll be another day.
Ryan Simonelli has succeeded in taking down one of the sport's all-time greats. The kid who came into the Cheetah Championship through the TQR is just one step away from the final.
You can never really expect to do so well. You can really only hope and dream. But I'm just riding the wave right now.
The Cheetah Championship semifinals are next.